Libra, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you sticking with me. Thanks for joining the community. If you're brand new to the channel or you're just cross-watching for your particular sign, make sure you come in, hit that thumbnail, check out the new playlists or the recent uploads if you'd like. You guys don't forget to, subscribe to the channel or thumb up the videos if you like them. Okay, we're going to get all this stuff off the screen here, and we'll get started with the shuffle. I'm just trying to be transparent. I'm having to use my Android phone, and that app sign shows up there, so I apologize. Until I get a camera for the top-down view, this is what I got to do, so hopefully you guys are cool with that. I will show I'll show the cards up close. And anyway, Libra, I hope everything's going well for you, okay? I hope that January has given you some kind of a fresh new idea. I hope that you're finding love. I hope that you're loving a lot. I'm a lover. I'm a Pisces, by the way. And I love to love. I love to give love. I share love, my heart, my soul. I'm all in, you know what I mean? But Libra, I hope that, you are the justice. I hope that you have found justice in situations. Okay. We're going to take a look. All right. If you'd like to fast forward these cards, and like I said, I will show you up close. I know it's kind of seems far away, but I will show you, the cards up close. I'm a coffee drinker, so I kind of burp a lot. I'm sorry. I'm getting older. I can't hold it back. I probably could, but I'm not going to. It's all about transparency, right? All right. I'll show you these cards up close is what I was trying to say. Okay. So you won't have to squint. All right, Libra. We're going to take a look right off the bat at your current present energies, okay? What's going on in the present energy for Libra? And we're going to go starting with this row right here. Let me get these cards out of the way. All right. So the first card out, we have the Fool. Okay. The Fool card. See, I told you I'd show you. All right. So some of you are starting a brand new journey, starting something brand new. I know you people say a journey. It's like, okay, am I traveling? Am I what? Well, we'll find out. Take what resonates with you. These energies, I try to stay with the integrity of the cards. Okay. So just hang with me. But some of you are starting off on a journey, a brand new beginning of some kind. This could be relationship related. It could be that you're no longer accepting the societal views on things, okay? The Fool is, I'm ready to jump off the edge. I'm off the ledge. A brand new start of some kind, okay? Followed by the Knight of Swords, okay? So the Knight of Swords is action-oriented, okay? We could be talking about any of the communication signs, which usually is talking about, Gemini or Libra, Aquarius. They could be present in your energy, so take what fits. But like I said, the Knight of Swords is, I'm ready to tell you something. So this could be a text coming in, maybe some message of love or something about maybe a new work position, or like I said, we're going to keep going. This will start to unfold and I can clarify with cards. Okay. Something's coming in the present energy. Okay. The next card to show was the Three of Pentacles. So we are talking about some kind of sharing ideas, sharing information, sharing ourselves, sharing our love, sharing, sharing lunch together, something like that. But there's a reciprocated effort. We could also be talking about third-party situation, but I'm kind of looking at the cards and I'm not really seeing that so much yet. But I feel like maybe you have received some news about something or someone, perhaps, and this is changing your destiny. And you're sharing this idea. Like I said, you're reciprocated. It could be with friends or relatives or somebody that you're close to. But you're sharing some ideas about something. A big change is about to take place, Libra, okay? Is what I'm getting at. And so we're going to look now at this next column, as you'll see right here. And this is your crossing challenge, okay? Your crossing challenge is about staying happy, staying motivated. The Nine of Cups is the card of overjoyed, or excessive joy, trying to stay in your lane, trying to find your peace, stay in your peace. Perhaps that new journey, that new situation, whatever this means for you, work related, love related, relationship related, that type thing, has been brand new, and it's brought you a lot of peace, a lot of harmony. Okay. And there may be some kind of a question to it also, since you did have in your present energy the Three of Pentacles. If this was a third party situation, an outside influence of some kind or something, there is a temporariness to this Nine of Cups, okay? And what I mean is he's sitting on a bench. He's not sitting on a throne. And he realizes that, it's sort of like when you're manifesting something. We know that trying to manifest is all about our desires, okay? And then once we get what we desired, it's time to move on to the next thing. And what I mean is not that manifesting, let's say, a love relationship or anything like that is unimportant, but it's the journey to it. And once you get it, it's sort of like, getting that brand new car. After about a year or two, it's not as prevalent to us, right? And I don't mean any disrespect in that in any way. I'm just saying we are always manifesting, always trying. So the Nine of Cups understands the temporariness and things, okay? But whatever this is, okay, in this crossing challenge, there seems to be a need for you to really pay attention to your joy, to your peace, to your harmony, okay, is what I'm getting at, Libra. What I'm saying is because the sun shows up as a challenge. Now, you might think, all right, why would the sun be hard to do? Well, we know sometimes there are energies around us, externally wise, always externally wise, that can kind of penetrate that happiness. And I feel like in that present energy, this may be part of it with that Three of Pentacles, but we're going to keep going and find out, okay? So really paying attention to your joy, staying in your lane, staying in your peace and your harmony. So the next card in that aisle of that crossing challenge was the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Now, this could really represent a lot of different aspects, okay? So you just take what fits. But if we're talking about relationship-wise, it's what you have invested in that relationship, okay? You're wondering, is this going anywhere? Is this going to move forward? Is this going to turn into a marriage? Is this going to go to, for some of us perverts, right? It might be, am I going to get to third base? And I don't mean that bad, but you know what I mean. So sexually driven type of relationships, and then does it move forward into a more, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. If this is talking about finances, it's whether or not, is this financial investment still bringing me peace, still bringing me harmony? But I kind of feel like this may be more geared towards a relationship wise. The Sun card is about joyful, harmonious, and peaceful bliss and things like that. So with that Seven of Pentacles, I kind of feel like that may be where it's leading, but we're going to keep going, okay? We're going to take a look at this next aisle right down through here, okay? And this talks about the foundation, what is lying underneath all of this, okay? And we have Justice, all right? So you're showing up in this, Libra. You are the Justice card in the Major Arcana, okay? And so you really are requiring balance in your life. You've reached a point where it's like, I definitely need truth. I honor people who are truthful. I honor people who, I am invested in myself enough that I honor truth and peace, okay? And justice could also represent that there is a decision that's needing to be made, perhaps contractual wise. Doesn't have to be, but it very well could be, like, say, for instance, I need, court matters or something like this that may be taking place. Okay. The next card is the Four of Swords. Okay. So the Four of Swords means that you've been sitting really, really heavy upon some kind of decision. Okay. You have taken the time to kick back, to pull back, and really kind of gather your thoughts about some idea, something that's taking place. Okay. And I mean, If this is relationship wise, it would be the matters of love. Okay. And if this were financial wise, the matters of finances. So you had to, where the shoe fits, kind of put that in there, but you're really, underlying energy tells me that Libra is really ready to make a decision. And the reason I mention that is because the 10 of Swords follows, okay? So it's putting an ending, putting an ending to something, okay? Now you'll have to apply that energy as to what maybe that 10 of Swords is talking about. Am I over with this relationship? Am I done investing in this? You had the 7 of Pentacles. Am I done investing in this particular matter of stability or wealth, whatever it is, okay? Okay. Now this next column right through here, we're going to take a look, and we're talking about the recent past, okay? So sometime in the recent past, there may have been an offering, the garden and the gate, the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So a divine offering of some kind, perhaps a moment of clarity where that investment was like, everything was going good. Everything was panning out. It was looking good. I kind of feel like we are, like I said, talking about a relationship matters because after that Ace of Pentacles action, so the Ace of Pentacles is actually this divine offering of inspiration, this divine offering of clarity through your finances, a stability type of card. So somewhere in your recent past, there felt like the foundations of things were just really firm, okay, and really going good. And if we're talking about a relationship, it could have been with this Queen of Wands, okay? You could be the Queen of Wands in the recent past, that you showed up as the Queen of Wands. Now, she is very emotionally beautiful, okay? Overwhelmingly beautiful, physically and mentally. And she tries to stay. And like I said, with you having the Justice card here, this kind of feels like your present energy. That is that Queen of Wands. She's also very intuitive. She has the black cat magic, right? There's mystery about you, and something about you is very inviting. So you may have a lot of people who always congregate to you, come to you. They just want to be around you. There's something about you that and perhaps subconsciously you don't even know what these people are gathering around you too. Maybe you don't feel that way about yourself. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands, she's also very passionate, okay? So sexually passionate and emotionally driven, okay? And like I said, also very beautiful, a very attractive person. So Libra, you are a very beautiful person, okay? Personality-wise and physically attractive as well, okay? So the next card to show up in that, foundation here in the recent past is the Death card, okay? So there was definitely an ending to something. If this was relationship wise, then it was the ending of a cycle, ending of, something that is over with. I kind of feel like this is more confirmation for somebody than anybody else, but we're going to keep going now with the next set of cards. Okay. And we're going to take a look at the possibilities for Libra. Okay. So Libra, what are the possibilities here? The law of the universe says that when one door closes, another door must open, right? That's the way it is. It's the pendulum. It's the pendulum of life, it swings up, it swings down. So what are the possibilities now for Libra? Where are they going here? Guys, I will be leaving some videos at the end of this. Go and check them out. Make sure you thumb them up if you like them. Okay, so the possibilities are definitely another relationship, another offering of love. The page is all about mystery too. You could be receiving some kind of an offering from a younger person too, which is exciting too, But definitely with the Page of Cups, there is an emotional offering of some kind. There is an emotional expression. We could be talking about Pisces energy. There's a fish in that cup. The fish does represent mystery, so there could be something about the possibility coming up that there is a younger person who is going to, probably light your fire. Okay. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate person. If you are, trying to manifest a soul contract or the twin flame or something, I'm not really getting twin flame journey. I am more getting like the ending of one cycle, which was very, very beautiful. Actually, I feel like somebody is very financially stable. Okay. They've got their shit together. In other words, they're They're like, you know, okay, yeah, maybe you don't have everything that you need. You know what I'm saying? You're missing the parts that we feel like are valuable. You know, that relationship that kind of meshes everything together. But what I feel like is that you've done some work on yourself. You know, you showed up as justice. You're showing up as balance, right? And so that's very important. That's an important part of this journey here. But anyway, so definitely in that, a page of cups is coming around for the possibilities. Okay. We're going to take a look at the near future for Libra, okay? So what does the near future look like for Libra? Universe, guides of this beautiful spiritual world, what does Libra have for the near future? Okay. Definitely, I feel like maybe this may be now talking more, and the energy just kind of shifted here with the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded, soldier kind of a card. Not a bad thing. What I mean is that I kind of felt this from the very beginning. There are some situations that are really keeping you very guarded. The past wounding, traumatic wounds, or things like that. All of these wands represent everything human-like in life. You know, from relationships to finances, you have the rewards. So these are rewards that you've had to fight for. Okay, you could be a frugal type person. You don't really need a whole lot in life, but you need love, or you want love, and you want reciprocated love. We did have the Three of Pentacles showing up right in your present energy. So this could be taking place, but maybe it might be triggering some past information, some past things that maybe you have suppressed, so you feel a little guarded and a little protected. The Nine of Wands is also saying that Libra is showing up, okay? Still ready for love, still prepared to take on that type of aspect, especially with a relationship, and it could be also about finances as well. Trying to just really be guarded and protective of how you spend, how you feel it. This feels very calculated, so you could be that kind of person. That you are the type of person that really sets a plan, sets a goal. So you're kind of like the Knight of Pentacles in a way, okay? But I feel like you're still working on yourself along the way, but you're ready and you're showing up. So that's what the 9 kind of represents there, right? All right, we're going to take a look now, Libra, at the self. We want to know how you're showing up in this energy, okay? What is Libra's stance in all of this? What is the stance for Libra? Okay, again, the 7 of Wands, okay? So and this is where the energy change, which is so funny. I love the way these readings roll like this. You're scared. You're scared of this page. I think somebody has come towards you and you're not sure if you're prepared, right? With the 7 of Wands, okay, the story behind this is I don't know if you can see this or not, but you notice the shoes. One foot has the boot on, the other one is barefoot in this particular one. Some of the other ones, they show a couple of different pairs of boots, in other words. So it's kind of like somebody came to attack the village. So he had to jump up out of bed real quick and grab what he could to go and defend his village, so to speak. And so there's an unpreparedness is what I'm getting at. Long story short, right? So I feel like there's maybe a little unpreparedness. Maybe somebody flirted with you. Maybe somebody made a move on you, or, said something to you. Because I'm kind of getting this youthful, young, flirtatious energy in this part. So we could be looking at some kind of a new relationship status here, Libra. All right. But we're going to look now at the environment around you. Okay. But you are showing up as this protected. I'm protecting my investments, which means that you are, you've been there before. With the 9 of Wands right behind it, means that you've already experienced things where you're not going to let people take advantage of you anymore. And I feel like this is so mature. This energy is so very mature. And it's so beautiful, to see. And like I said, I kind of got that giddy feeling that somebody has made an offering towards you, and you're just like, oh shit, what do I do? Anyway, okay. Anyway, we're going to look at the energy around you, though, okay? So what kind of energy is surrounding Libra right now? What kind of energy is around Libra, universe? Yeah. So it's multiple offerings. You know, it's kind of like that back in the game, you know. Sorry guys, my camera's kind of acting up. It feels this could be an offering of, like I said, it's the next offering or multiple offerings, but this could also offer you a stability. So there may be something about it. This could be somebody that you work with, let's say, that's made this to you, or somebody you know that owns a business or something like that, and you feel like maybe it's kind of overwhelmed you a little bit because you know this person is in a higher status, perhaps, but younger. So it kind of challenges your mind. You know, this person could own, just as an example, you know, a concrete company or a construction company, or could be even a starting attorney of some kind. And you're just like, this is just overwhelming. Like I said, I kind of felt like there's this very frugal kind of a attitude on your part, which is very natural. You could be the type of person that is a naturalist type person, you know, humble. You don't really, like I said, require a whole lot to make you happy. You just want to be able to, the final pieces of the puzzle would be to find a partner, okay? But perhaps this person that is in your path is kind of tapped into the world of materialistic, you know, and so that may be a little challenging for you. But there's definitely an offering. Okay, now you have the page. I do feel like this is a young person who has come to you, or you could be the young person ready to offer this to somebody else, you know, to this Queen of Wands energy. So take what fits, you guys. It could go both ways here, all right? Anyway, Libra, that's really beautiful, though. That's really cool. So we're going to take a look now at the hopes, the fears, the wishes, and the worries for Libra. What are your hopes, your fears, your wishes, or your worries for Libra? Fourth quarter reading. Okay. So it's emotional clarity. I think you're about to find out. Okay. So the Ace of Swords is definitely divine, meaning that it's perfect timing. Whatever this is perfect timing. It's coming in at the right time. You need to know this answer. Okay. Definitely clarity. Okay. The communication card of clarity, the Ace of Swords. We could be talking about air signs again. So, you know, Aquarius, Libra, right? Gemini. Maybe you could be dealing with somebody that is one of those air signs. It doesn't have to be that, but I feel like in this environment, you know, this hope, fear, wish, worry, that you're really needing to know this answer, that's the question you're asking, you know. Can I trust this? You did have the 9 of Wands in your energy, right? And the 7 of Wands followed it there. So you're really guarded. But I feel like you're ready, you know, like your energies are expressing such a maturity and that you're so ready to reciprocate this, but you're just very withheld because of past experiences, okay? And so, excuse me, I gotta get a drink of my coffee here. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Yeah, I just feel like it's adorable, actually. I feel like maybe you've been through a lot, you know, and you've decided to become earthy and humble and non-materialistic in that kind of way. And you're seeing this relationship that just kind of maybe scares you. You're not so sure about it. But you have 2 pages, okay? Which kind of tells me there is this young person or a young energy. Uh, and you're just wondering, maybe you need to know more about this person, or, you know, with that Ace of Swords energy there. So I don't know. I don't know, Libra. It's still beautiful though. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna take a look now at your outcome and the direction for Libra. The outcome and the direction for Libra here. Universe, tell us what the outcome is here. Give us a sign. Give Libra a sign. It's always at the end. All my readings always end up at the end here with some kind of a banger, right? All right, Libra. The outcome and the direction. Okay. the star shows up. We could be talking about an Aquarius here, energy as well. But the star is representing this emotional balance. Okay, you are the Justice card, and you require this in your life. And I just feel like I feel like you are trying to balance between the spiritual, okay, and then your earthly possessions, your earthly realm. You're just making sure that you're staying focused, staying staying in your lane. And I just feel like I'm not sure if you want this or not. I'm not sure, Libra. This is probably pretty individualized. Everybody's looking for love, but I also feel like you're like, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm loving myself a lot, respecting myself, and I'm actually seeing myself grow. And I don't know that I want to invite any, emotionally avoidant or emotionally detached type people who can't reciprocate, because you respect that. You need that with the Justice card, right? You need that balance. You need that justice. And you've had offerings, and I feel like maybe you're just wondering, do I just love myself? I don't know. Do you need me to clarify that? I think I want to clarify. I want to clarify the star. So the question I would think, Libra, would be, what does Libra need to know about this star? The star represents, if you see the seven little stars, talks about all of the chakra centers. So it's trying to remain balanced, okay? So let's clarify the star card as to what that means for you. What would it take for Libra to get that balance, to be fully balanced? That's the question. Universe, what does it take for Libra to be fully balanced? Okay. Manifesting, the Magician. This is awesome. Okay. So, Libra, I feel like you've got everything. You're the whole package. You're a very influential person. I'm not sure who this resonates with somebody. This is for somebody particular. You have reached the height, and you're fully aware that you're manifesting, that you can have anything you want. In your life, your love, your happiness, your stability. But the Magician is there just reminding you that you are capable of manifesting anything you want. And if you want that love, so I guess the advice from at least the reader for you to you would be, if you're wanting that love, then you need to see, the Magician represents as above, so below. So what that means to us, and even though that is such an old phrase, okay, from the islands of Patmos, right? And the Greeks, it means that you have to see it in your head first to bring it here. So instead of seeing past Nine of Wands energy, the Magician begs for you to see, what does your future look like now? What does it feel like? We all know how the law of attraction works, or at least we try. So I feel like you have all the cards there for you. You've done the work. You are in such a high position of feeling. You're in your high priestess state. You are in the empress state. I feel like there's no masculinity in this other than the 2-page. So perhaps you are waiting for that divine masculine energy that can match you. And so really the only thing that you can do in this situation is remain as to who you are. That's the magnetic draw of the law of attraction for you, right? Remain in that Magician state. You are capable of doing this. All of the cards are showing this. You have done the work. I love you. I am in love with you, Libra. This is like such a beautiful, your inspiration for other people. it definitely inspires me to see these cards laid like this. And I really, really mean that. It's such a beautiful thing. I feel like you're in a time of your life where it could go one way or the other, and that's a peaceful place. That is like so neutral, right? That is so content. You don't have to push. You know you can. You can go from content to bliss if you want. So it feels like you're very content with your life at the moment, and there's no rush. And I feel like that there's no rush for you. So Libra, I appreciate this reading. It's so beautiful. I really, really, really mean that. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was just confirmation for you. If you did, would you please give it a thumbs up? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave your comments in the community section. These are beautiful ways to start conversations for people to talk about, because we've all been in situations where we've experienced things from our past, and a lot of us are just refusing to go back that way. We're just trying to work on ourselves and go forward. And so I feel like this is such a beautiful message to a lot of people. Okay. Libra, I love you so very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I get to see you on the next ones. I've got some other videos if you'd like to check them out. But I feel like you've got it going on. You are the magician, all right? Libra, I love you so much. I'll see you on the next readings, okay? All right. Bye-bye.